Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Penny. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. So, good evening, everyone. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Donna. Hi, Marlene. Hello, hello. So, it's been some time since I was live, my friends. It really has. So, how is everyone? Good, I hope. Uh, the sound is working on my side, Penny. Let me know if anyone else can't hear me. Oh, good. Marlene says the sound is good here, so we're good to go. So there are some new products we came out with this week. I know it's already been launched, but I'm here to do something a little different today than what I think everyone has seen already. I know Thermoweb went live last night. Justin from Thermoweb. Oh, hi, Michelle. It made a really cool card and stuff. So I'm going to make a slimline card today. But I'm going to use the new foil. So we have the new Magical Shattered Glass. And for those of you who may not have seen this yet, it's a clear foil. So I have a piece ready to go, but let me pull it over here to show you. It's clear. So, and it has that really iridescent effect to it. And what this can do is go over our Chroma Glaze. So we have a medium called Chroma Glaze that is a translucent medium in a variety of different colors. But when you use that instead of the typical gel, it works the same and you'll get that iridescent finish. Or if you use clear gel and let it dry on colored paper, you'll get that whole thing. Plus, you could use these on normal toner sheets and have like a really iridescent over top of black, which would look really cool for Halloween, right? That's coming up. So that's the Magical Shattered Glass. And there is a stamp set that's a part of this release. So you have the layers of the 2 butterflies, 3 different flower like bunches, and then some cute sentiments. And then there's a coordinating die. The cool thing about the coordinating die is that for the butterflies, it has the shadow piece and the inner piece. So you could make layered butterflies just with this die set alone, which is really fun. And there is a stencil that does a similar thing. So you can stencil the solid part of the butterflies and then stencil the inner parts of the butterflies as well. And same thing. There's also toner card fronts. I don't have those with me. I'm not using them today, so that's why I didn't bring any. But again, they work with the dies. So you can cut out the shapes on the toner sheets with the dies. And the really cool thing about all of the products in this release is that they work independently of one another, but they also all work together. And that was kind of the whole idea behind this, was so everything could work separately or it could all work together. And that way, you know, you get a lot of use out of your products, right? So I'm going to use a sentiment from the stamp set later today. And I'm going to use the smaller butterfly die. I'm going to show you what I did with the stencil. And then we're going to use the other part of the stencil. And we're going to use a bunch of foils. We're going to use the clear foil. But I'm also using 7 other colors of foil today. Okay? So it's going to be a rainbow. So I'll go in rainbow order. So I'm using for the red, we're using wild cherry. Orange, I'm using the sweet mango from Gina K Designs. We also have an orange sketch foil, but for the purpose of this, I wanted them all to be solid. That's why I didn't use ours. But this is the sweet mango, so that's orange. There's not a yellow foil per se, so I'm using gold for the yellow. So that's gold. Red, orange, yellow, green. I'm using jade. Blue, I'm using ocean blue. And then indigo and violet, we're using purple and lilac. I thought those would be fun. So all these colors of foil are going to create this rainbow on our card. So I have some of it already out here, so we don't have to fuss around with the tubes. I know, Michelle, it is a lot of colors, but the great thing about the foil is you get a lot in there. So you get 5 sheets in a tube, and the sheets are this big. So they're 6 by 12 inches, right? So that's kind of a lot of coverage in the tubes. All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. I have already cut out my card base ahead of time. I prepared myself today, my friends. So I cut this out of the Not Your Mama's cardstock, 130-pound, nice heavyweight. It's a real thick deluxe cardstock. So that's our card base. In that, I cut this, so the finished version is 3.5 by 8.5. So basically I cut it to 8.5 by 7 and then scored it down the center. So then that creates 3.5 by 8.5. And then what we're gonna foil on is this black panel that's gonna go on the front. So we have this little nice white border around the edge of the card. And this is, I cut this to 3.25 by 8.25. So the card base we don't really need at the moment. But what we do need is the pen. So I'm going to be using the Decofoil pen today. I don't know if anyone is familiar with the pen, but basically what the pen does is it creates, you can scribble or draw or write or dot, kind of whatever you want with this pen onto your paper, and then press the foil to it and it will adhere just the same. So I'm going to use that today. We will be using heat with the stenciled part. I just have to get that. It's my pieces are sitting on my balcony in my apartment right now, drying. They're almost totally dry, but I wanted to give them a few more minutes while we did the beginning part of this card. So we're only going to need little pieces of the foil, so I'm just going to kind of have them here, and I'm going to trim off what we need. So I'm just going to use these little scissors to cut off some pieces here. So the red, we'll just need a little bit. And you can always save. So I recommend, if you have like a large piece of foil left, you can roll that up and put it back in the tube. But I would recommend, if you have little scraps of it, is creating yourself a little bin in your craft room, or envelope or something, or a drawer, whatever it is, of your scraps of foil, because you can always use those on like little spots later, and then that way you don't throw it away and you don't waste it. Nobody wants to waste. Okay, so then this is gold, but this is what I'm calling yellow today. So that's our red, orange, yellow. Then we have our jade, which is going to be the green. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pen and make some kind of scribbles and scrabbles, whatever you want to say, down this card as a bit of a background. And that way we'll have kind of a nice, rich, shiny background for our butterflies. That's kind of the point. That's my mission today. Hello, Rose. Oh, my word. How are you, my darling? I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh, it's starting to get windy. Yeah, let's hope they are on the shelf. Oh, wouldn't that be a hoot? Okay, so this is the last piece. I'm going to cut a little bit off because I don't want to. So here are all of our pieces here. I don't know if Julia's with us today, but Julia from Thermoweb has been, very helpful in getting all this together with the design teams and everything, and Sue also from Thermoweb does all this product development. Okay, so this is a new pen, so I need a little scratch paper. So I'm going to show you real quick what's going to happen before we go on our panel. Okay, so I'll take this. We kind of have to work it into the tip. This is a brand new one. I just got it today. And just so you know, when you get these, in the packaging, don't throw it away. There's an extra tip. I don't know if you can see it, but it comes with an extra little tip. Save those too, because you can replace it. So it's going to take a second. Which purple was that? So I'm using, Michelle, the purple, just like the regular purple, and also the lilac. So like I said, we're just this is it. It's kind of like a paint pen, like if you've ever used a paint pen, the first time you use it, you kind of have to bleed it into the tip. So I just got to give it a couple seconds, minutes here to start giving us a nice free flow, and then we'll be good. But I'll tell you, so I'm in my new craft room, everyone. We moved. Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking with heat. We moved at, when did we move? At the end of May. So we've been here a little over a month. And it's a disaster. My craft room's still a disaster. But we're working on it. I'll have some videos soon about organization. I'm doing a whole little transformation thing going on here. So I'm excited about that. We'll post them here on this channel. Okay, we're priming it up. So I'll just show you real quick, now that I've primed that a little with the red, what's going to happen. So you just kind of have to burnish that on there lightly. And then peel. So that's just like little dots and dabbles that I did there, but look at that. It just foiled it right on up. How about that, friends? No heat or anything. Speaking of heat, it's hot today. Is anybody else? It was really hot today in Pittsburgh. Okay, so now that we've primed it up, I'm gonna keep, here's what we'll do. This is my panel, and then this is my scratch piece. So I just want to do some cool designs. I'm gonna re-prime and make sure we're nice and wet here. And I'm just gonna scribble across. So that's gonna be red. So I did all those little scribbles. And we're gonna do this one color at a time. It's gonna be 7 colors. Oh yeah, so hot. You're over. Yeah, it was pretty hot today. It's been hot, I'll tell you. I mean, I feel like it was really cold here for a really long time, and then all of a sudden, here comes all the heat. All right, I need to burnish more. I'm not pressing hard enough, friends. Let me get my little tool. Bone folder. Yeah, it was like super cold for a while, and then it's like, I'll tell you what, it went from the freezer section to the hot foods in a matter of minutes here in the Pittsburgh. 108 degrees, oh my word. All right, so look at that, friends. It might be harder to see at home, but yeah, I think you can see it a little bit. So you see my red, and it's just kind of scribbled on there. And I know that might look crazy right now, but as we stumble along through our rainbow, it's going to make more sense. Oh, my piece of orange is not quite wide enough, so I'm going to have, here's what I'll do. Cut and paste. There we go. So now I'm just going to burnish again like I was before. But again, this is just creating a background for us. And it's real easy. It's like lighthearted, something so simple you can do. And the great part is if you miss a spot, you know, if you didn't burnish enough, you just pop that foil right back on there and go back to town. And the thing is, the whole idea here is I kind of like want this to have a bit of a distressed look anyways, like scribbled, you know. So if you miss like a little dabber doodle, it's not an end of the world moment, because it kind of looks cool. Alright, so there's some up here I didn't get. Let's make sure we cover that up and get that all foiled. So that's our orange. Look at that. Orange. I do need a little more over here. And on all the way to the edge. So. She's in Oklahoma. Oh, wow. It's apparently super hot there. Holy moly. Alright, we got that more shit. Okay, so next is going to be our gold, because that's what I'm using in place of yellow. Now, you could totally do this as well with a stencil and the gel, or you could run this pen through a stencil. No big deal. Really get it in there. Okay, a little spot here. I'm going to do a little extra squiggle there. Yeah, it must be a great time to go to Alaska. I'll tell you what, it's nice and... Imagine it's nice and cool. Cooler there. Alright, so here we go. We got red, orange, yellow. Next we're going to go to green, which is jade. So again, I literally just scribble that pen on. And burnish this on. Yeah, there's not a yellow. Well, they have a yellow in the enamel. There's a yellow. There's a yellow flock, but there's not really a yellow foil per se. And the good thing about the pen is you can go over it. You can just draw right over, like I just did, and add more. Henry said hello, everyone. I don't know if you could hear him. Oh, there he is. Alright, so that's our green. And then, so I'm going to flip this over now. We're going to go from this end. Did some swirlies there for the blue. Okay. So we'll burnish our blue. I better heat the laminator up and get that cooking. Because we have 2 more colors on here, and then we will do our heat foiling. So this is non-heat foiling that we're doing here with the pen. But then we're going to run the butterflies that I've already gelled up through the laminator. I did that ahead of time, you know, so we would be able to see it dry. You know, just a little piece up here. But I'd also like everyone to take note to see how cool the foil looks on black, just black paper in general. I mean, that looks really cool. Okay. So we're going to do purple. Which I'm using the lilac first. Lilac. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. So I noticed, oh, that's what I want to say. Everyone is getting their create your own ending event boxes. I'm so excited for that. It's my favorite time of the year. Oh, hi, I'm changing the scribbles. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Yeah, I thought a little variety would be interesting, right? And then the final one at the bottom, we'll do like a swirly thing. And that's going to be this color is called purple. And I probably will have to put just a little bit more red at the top. I was just kind of looking at that, and it doesn't go all the way to the edge. And I feel like I like it. I'd like it too. Your box just fell open. Oh my goodness. I know. I'm really excited about the unboxing so I can kind of talk about everything. Maybe we'll be able to have some little sneak peeks before then. Okay. So there we go. And like I said, I'm just going to add just a little bit more of the red. To the top, because I just don't think that there's just not enough. So we're going to add a little more. Yeah, August 30th is kind of far away, but we have to make sure that, the reason I picked that day is I wanted to make sure in case anything happened, knock on wood, with anybody's shipping, we'd be able to make sure that the box had got to them in time. But it's exciting. It's an exciting time. There's lots of stuff in that box. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whoop, here goes the foil. Alrighty, friends. So let me peel this up. I can move my little bits over there. For now, we can close up the pen. Always make sure you put that lid back on. That's important. Alright. So now we have our rainbow background scribbled on the black. So this is how it's going to look on our base. So that white border really kind of makes that pop, right? Isn't that fun? I love this. So speaking of, let's just go ahead and glue that on. You know what? Maybe we'll make this extra dimensional. I'm going to use foam tape. We'll just get this right onto the card base now. And then we'll just build a top. Lots of foam tape going on today. What's everyone's excuse? Oh, everyone's so silly with their, it's okay if you've opened the box. To be honest, I might have opened the box. But I will tell, so here's the thing, another reason we kind of waited. There are, there's a lot of unreleased products in that box. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think all of the products for the classes are unreleased. Except the one make and take. That stuff was out, but there's a reason for that. It's because of the, I'm not going to say anything else. I'll wait till the unboxing. Hi, Heather Collins. Okay, so now that we have our base all done with our scribbly rainbow, all foiled and fun, I'm going to go get the pieces that were drying on my porch. So talk amongst yourselves. It'll be like 30 seconds. 1 minute. I'm back, everyone. They're dry. So look at all these. You guys, I'm so excited about this card. Okay, so here's what I did, and they're all nice and dry, so they'll be able to foil up with our clear. I'm really excited about that. So this is all Brutus Monroe cardstock, colorful cardstock, and it's all in, you know, rainbow color. But what I did is I took the stencil and I just stenciled over top of it, but I used the Brutus Monroe finishing glaze, the gloss. So it's very important to note that if you're going to do this the way I did it, it has to be the gloss. The matte version will not work. And you have to use the laminator. Okay? Now that we've all, you know, gotten there, let's start foiling these. So I'm gonna grab, I have this brown bag. I'm gonna cut it open. Well, cut it down, I should say. And I'm gonna use this as my carrier sheet. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take the clear, cut this in half because I'm only gonna need half for each one. Alright, so I did this, and I don't know if you can see it that well in here, but I'm going to stick the clear foil. So the other thing is there's like more of a matte side and like a shiny side. You want the pretty side to face you, right? So what this is going to do, since it's the clear gel, is it's going to give in a clear foil. I have a mink right here in front of me. I don't know if you can see it, but that's where I'm putting it. So at any rate, this is going to give us like a tone-on-tone look with the foil. If that makes sense to everybody. I love a tone-on-tone look. So that's why I was particularly excited about this foil just in general. Because you can do with the clear on colored paper tone-on-tone stenciling in any design, right? So that's what we're up to. And if you get it on the wrong side when you put it in there, that's okay. You just will take it out and flip it over. Hi, Marylanders. All right, friends. Let me get the other ones started in here. And then we could do a peel and reveal. So I just realized I should be cutting these down so it doesn't take as long to get through. now I can do 2 in here. There we go. Now we're cooking it grease. You loved it on the pearl chroma glaze. Oh, that's a great idea. We have 3 more to go after this, friends. As long as I didn't mess it up and put it on the wrong side, we'll be good. She said, the gang's all here. Look at that. The gang is all here. How about it? I know, I miss everyone. I can't wait till we have everyone all together again in an in-person setting. Alright, so we got 4 done. 2 going in, and then we have 1 more. And then we'll be all ready to roll. So let's go ahead and peel and reveal. Check that out. Can you see it? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, you guys. I'm obsessed. Voila. They're just all so stunning. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, it gets better and better, everyone. Let me get the red one going, the last one, for the heat foiling. Alright, blue. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh. I can't get over it. I truly can't get over how cool this is. And it gives you that, like, tone on tone. I don't know if I'm the only person in the whole world that gets excited about tone on tone stuff. But I'm telling you what. This is it. I'm just waiting for this last one. There we go. Got her. And turn the mink off. And this is our red beauty. The final little tiny dancer there. Look. Oh my god. Okay. So I just thought about Christmas time, right? Like for the holidays. Could you imagine this as maybe like a poinsettia? We did this. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. Could you imagine if we had something that looked like a poinsettia coming out? Oh my god. Wouldn't that be fantastic? It's so pretty. But, you guys, wait. There's going to be more here. So, here's the other side. So, if you look at the stencil, right, this is the one I stenciled. So, you get that, the inner part. And I want to die cut these out, but if we die cut these out, let me show you the die. See that? So it kind of has a bit of a strange part where here you're a little missing. You're missing something, right? Don't you think? So guess what we're going to do? I was so excited when I thought about this today. Oh, I was so excited. So I'm going to take this stencil, and we're going to do, each one of these. We're going to get our pen back out. Get our pen, like I said. And I'm just going to cut a fresh square of foil for each one. I never said this was going to be a quick card. It's pretty quick though. This has gone pretty quick. But it's one of those really fun, cool cards, right? I think. easiest part's going to be the sentiment. Alright, so we'll start with those three. So let me grab our pen and get my scratch paper back out. We'll just do the whole thing right up on here. So what I'm going to do is line this up. Wait, what are we here? Line is 2 cardstock. I don't know what she said. I don't know what Collins is saying anymore. Make sure we got enough bleed in here. So I'm just going to go in and add a little middle. Right through the stencil onto this red. Then we're going to take that red foil, Wild Cherry is what it's called. Okay. Burnish. I'm going to try not to use the tool because I don't want to rub this onto anything else, but even just the lid of the pen, right? So then I burnished, and check that out, you guys. So now the centerpiece of the butterfly coordinates with the foil on the background. I gotta go over this a bit. I just scratched it with my fingernail. One moment. Don't rub too hard with your fingernail or you scratch it off. That's what I just did. Yeah, I don't know. She's not making any sense, Penny, huh? She must have had a margarita. Heather, you're not making any sense to anybody. Okay, so that's the red one. We'll go to orange. And this won't take too long. If you know, if you're going to do this at home, it won't take long. Henry's back at it. Orange. Then we'll hurry up and go to yellow. Green. Blue. And then we'll cut both purples at the same time. Perfect. Okay, so we can do blue. And now, so I did all of these the same size of butterfly. But you don't have to do that. You could mix. There's 2 different sizes. I just did them all the same to keep it a little more simple. So I could keep everything on track. But like I said, feel free to mix and mingle, mix and match. You could foil these any way you want. But I wanted to show how cool this tone-on-tone thing works. Green. Blue's done. Gold and yellow. This one orange. Who are we placing the blame on today? Green. And then we'll do lilac and purple. And then this part will be done. Bleed a little more ink through. And also make sure if you do this that when you're done you clean your stencil up. Definitely be sure to clean your stencil because you don't want it to be like sticky. Perfect. So that's this part. We'll just burnish our little things there. Like I said, I use a pen, so it's not going to be necessarily perfect. Not perfectly drawn, but you get the picture and the point. Okay. Oh, a little more. I just want to show, you know, enough so you can see the basic shape of the butterfly in there. Good, good. Now we have to do the part that's, I don't want to say the hard part, but the die cutting. We can really only die cut one of these at a time, so it's going to take a couple minutes to do that. But I got the electric die cutting machine right here. The plates. Adapter, cutting plate. We're gonna say I miss these evening lives. Oh, me too, Donna. I definitely do want to start doing more evening things just in general. I hope I cut that all the way. Yes, I did. Alright, so this won't take that long since we're using an electronic machine. I'm not taping them down or anything, I'm just kind of doing that old place and press. Hoping for the best. Kind of like double foiling, yeah. You know it. You know, we gotta do... I've been liming a long time, friends. I gotta do something a little more, you know, spectacular today. It has been a while. Alright, so we've already got 3 down. 4 to go. And I know which sentiment we're going to use. So, truly, once these are all cut out, it's just a matter of assembling. Orange, yellow, what did she say? Some woman just fell into the trash can. Oh my gosh. That's an ice cream place. For those of you not in Pittsburgh, Brewster's is an ice cream place. So I'm going to take a wild guess that Heather Collins is out gallivanting on her own, getting an ice cream treat and not asking any of us if we wanted one. They are cutting like butter, I'll tell you what. And this is thick. This is the Brutus Monroe cardstock, 100 pound. Cutting out real nice. I'll tell you what, we're on the last one, the red. I'm so excited to put this card together, guys. You know how you just like think of an idea and then you thought about it a while and then you get around to it and you get to the point where it's like almost time to piece it all together and you're like, oh my god, I'm so excited. That's where we're at today. Okay. You want me to bring something? Now I get to go swim. You can come swim by the pool, Heather. We have a pool in my apartment where I live now. And Heather has been eyeing it up. Orange. So look at this, you guys. Look at all these. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. I don't know. I guess indigo is lighter than violet. I just did 2 because, you know, it's 7. But I'm going to use, since we're on the Thermoweb kick, and Lord knows I love these things, the foam squares, the Thermoweb foam squares. I love their foam squares. Love them. The little adhesive comes off the back real nice. Yeah, this die is our collaboration die with Thermoweb. But they had the dies made from the same manufacturer that we get our dies from, so everything's nice and consistent. How about it? Oh, but the sentiment we're going to use, let me pull that off before I forget on the stamp. I think we're going to do the Be the Best version of you. Because I really like that saying. I can't find an acrylic block in my craft room, so, or my Misty. I don't know where any of it is. So we're just going to do that. I don't even know if I have a dark ink pad. I'll have to use Gina K today. We're going to bring in our friend Gina K so I can stamp the sentiment before I get any further. I'm just going to use her black onyx ink. Normally I would use our Raven ink, but if you saw the mess in here, am I in the north now? No, Michelle, I'm in the South Hills. I actually live right by the mall now. I might have to stamp this 2 times, but that's okay because I'm really going rogue on a block. Yeah, that was the practice run. Good thing we have a lot of white paper here. No, I'm not much in the north. South Hills, still. Okay, we're gonna try once more. I want another option. It's because I'm hesitating with the ink. Because I always am afraid that I put too much on when I stamp this way. That works. That one's gonna work. It's not as crisp as I'd like it to be, but I can't find a Misty right now, so what can you do, right? But I want to get the sentiment done before we assemble, because I'm just gonna be so excited for these butterflies. What are we saying? Heather definitely should go swimming. I know. I'm gonna have to go get some type of ice cream, maybe popsicles. Nice and cold, huh? Okay. Be the best version of you. Oh, I love that. Okay. So assemblage. We're gonna obviously, you know me, foam tape these suckers. We might have to cut them in half though, and here's why. Well, still probably only need one. Yeah, I still cut them in half. You know what I really would like though? I actually, now that I think about it, you guys, I have ice cream in my freezer from Crumble Cookies. That's what I want. I want some Crumble Cookies. Has anybody here tried Crumble Cookies yet? They're so good. Okay. But, so, the reason I did the foam tape there, I do want to kind of bend these just a touch. Kind of curl them outward. These beautiful butterflies. These super foiled butterflies. Alright, and then that gives, you know, a little more dimension. So, I'm just going to kind of see a rough layout here first. They like barely fit on here, so I'm gonna have to put them a little differently like I anticipated. They're gonna come off the card at the top, which is totally fine. Sticking them on one by one. It's easier to align them once you start sticking because they don't, pardon the pun, they don't flutter away. Oh my. green. This is color number 4. Now, this type of card is, you know, you'd have to send this in a whole padded envelope. It's, because it's pretty dimensional. And I wasn't gonna pop up the sentiment, but we're gonna have to, and I think it's gonna have to go like this. Hold, please. Let me think about this. We could do that, or that's what we'll do. So I'm going to cut. Don't get mad, I just cut that off. I cut off the bottom of the bottom one. I know. But it's okay. Oh, I don't want to put one on the inside. That's the whole point of my rainbow. But I get what y'all mean. All right, friends. Sorry, I did a little surgery on the bottom of the sentiment. Much better. Too much white space down there. There we go. Okay. We might change up the sentiment. Not today, but I may change it when I can find Misty. And emboss it, actually. But the whole point of today's project was to show you all these cool ways to put on the foil with the pen, how to use all the different colors, how to use the magical shattered glass with our magical Monarch collection. So that's our finished card. I think it's really fun and it's really cool. It's a really dimensional card. But yeah. So I hope you guys had fun. I'm so glad that you were able to join us today. And make something sparkling and shiny and rainbow bright. So I hope this inspired you, and again, I hope to see all of you soon whether it be on either live at the Create Your Night event, or if you pop in the store to check out more rainbow goodness. So, all right, I'm going to let everybody go, but thanks for stopping in, and thanks for listening along with my crazy crafting. All right, good night, everyone.